today? My name's Eric. As always, I want to thank you for coming by and checking out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to make a smoked braided pork loin. Now, I love pork, and a pork loin is a very inexpensive piece of meat to smoke. You can buy these at Sam's Club or Costco. $2.48 a pound. So this is a 9-pound pork loin, okay? And it's got a little bit of fat on the bottom. I'm going to trim it up a little bit. Well, this has kind of been the rage going around YouTube. It's kind of just a different way to serve it up and present it in a more creative way. What we do here is we slice down almost all the way through here in 3 separate slices, season it really well, and braid it up just like you're braiding up someone's hair. The advantage of this, of course, is cutting it into smaller strips like that. It means the meat is going to have more surface area for the smoke to kind of soak into the meat, as well as more surface area for the seasoning. And I'm really excited because, you know me, I love trying different seasonings. I tried just about all of them. When I was in Sam's Club last week picking this up, I was looking at some of the seasonings, and they had this Kinder seasoning. This is called Japanese barbecue, and it's got soy, ginger, and garlic. So I thought, wow, that's something different I've never tried. And then I'm thinking what I'm going to do towards the last part of the cook is I'm going to make a homemade glaze. Originally I was going to put barbecue sauce on it, but then I thought, you know, barbecue sauce with the soy and the ginger. I think what I'm going to do, I have some low sodium soy sauce that I'm going to mix with a little bit of honey, so I'm going to have kind of a salty sweet that I'm just going to use as a glaze to brush on this. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I have no idea how good this seasoning is, but that's the fun thing when you're smoking and barbecuing and you're a home backyard barbecue guy like me. It's always fun to experiment. So stick around. This might be a huge success. It's something you can try later on in your own backyard. So stick around. I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. Let's get cooking. Alright guys, so the first thing you want to do is remove that pork loin out of the package. Like I said, this is a 9-pounder. One thing I can think of right away that's going to be an advantage of braiding it is it's going to make it a little bit shorter. I'm just hoping I can fit this on my auto commando because it is pretty long. So you can see the one side here is beautiful. A lot of meat, just a little bit of fat, that's fine. Doesn't need any trimming. It's the back side here that you got this fat cap. So some of this is pretty thick here. So I'm going to get busy here just kind of slicing this off piece by piece. Take your time, get a good sharp knife, and yeah, away we go. So I'll do this, I'll come back and kind of show you how it looks like when we are all done. Alright guys, so here it is. This is the back side. I trimmed as much fat off and silver skin as I could. You don't want to go too crazy. This is the other side here. So now we kind of want to determine which end is like the thickest. And I think just by looking at it, this piece over here seems like it's got more meat. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to slice 2 even lines all the way up this pork loin, and we'll probably stop when there's a couple inches, maybe 2-3 inches left at the end here, okay? And you know, you can trim it off to kind of even it out. This is where I wish I had a little bit bigger of a cutting board, but we'll make do. All right, so let me see here. So starting over, I'm just going to I'm going to score here first before I actually start going crazy where I think I want. So you kind of right along. We want kind of 3 even pieces. Okay, and I think maybe like right here, the middle one's probably going to be the thickest. Okay. I didn't score too deep here, but So you kind of see how this is going to work here. And cutting it in 3 sections, like I said, gives you more surface area of the meat to absorb some smoke. Alright, not my best job ever, but there we go. So we got 3 pieces here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to season it heavily. Like I told you before, I'm using this Kinder's Japanese barbecue with soy, ginger, and garlic. So we're going to put a lot of this. This is a huge piece of meat. So whatever seasoning you're using, don't be afraid that you put... Oh, it smells good. I can smell the soy and ginger already. I think I'm going to like this. Such a unique barbecue flavor. Never had barbecue with soy and ginger. So I'm kind of looking forward to this. So anyway, guys, I'll go ahead and season this up. We'll be back in a minute and I'll show you how to do the braid. Now my wife Monica's here to help me because I don't know how to braid. So
you need to learn how to braid.
We just wrap left and right?
Yeah, so when you wrap the left over the middle piece, that becomes your middle piece.
Okay.
Then you'll wrap the right over the middle piece and that becomes your middle piece. Yep.
Like here?
Yep.
Okay.
Now you tighten it up. Same thing, just keep repeating.
And now this here?
Yep. That's how you braid.
And then this one here?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a braid. Now you know how to braid your daughter's hair. There you go. You got it. And if you want to tighten it up like here, you want to just tighten the pieces up, you can do that. You got it.
Alright, and what I'm going to do here too, guys, is I got some toothpicks. I'm going to kind of try to just hold this end piece together so it holds its shape. I'll remove these when it's done cooking. Alright, I thought it was going to be more complicated. But yeah, it did shorten it up. Let's go outside, fire up the auto Kamado. That's going to take around 15 minutes to get up to temperature. I'm going to be cooking this at 250 degrees. And I'm going to be using a little bit of cherry wood to get a little bit of some cherry smoke on this. I think it's going to be absolutely delicious. Alright, I'll meet you guys outside. Alright guys, first time using my auto Kamado since moving to my new place. I did have some leftover charcoal. I put a little bit more of fresh charcoal in there. Now we want to go to 250 so we don't have to go crazy. We just need one fire starter here. And we want to close this up and let it kind of come to temperature slowly. Luckily it's not too windy today. Just like that. Put another little piece like that there. And I think the secret is just not to let it go too crazy. I got some chunks of cherry wood you can see off to the right. I got my deflector plate. I was debating whether to put in a foil pan. I think I'm just going to use a deflector plate. Helpful hint, cover it up with foil so if you get some drippings it's not going to make a huge mess. Alright, just like that. I'm just going to let it go. In the meantime, I'm going to go grab that pork, get it out here, so we'll be ready in a few minutes to put it on. Alright guys, look at this beautiful pork loin. This is just starting right there in the center, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to put some pieces, like I mentioned, of some cherry wood. I'm going to try to put it around that fire so we guarantee to get a little bit of smoke. Like so. Alright guys, a couple pieces of cherry wood. I put the deflector in there on the bottom, laid it out very carefully. We set it for 250 degrees. I put a little independent temperature just to make sure we're maintaining that 250 range. One in the meat as well. And that's it. It's said to adjust the top vent to D1. You can kind of open and close this, so I got it just under D1. I found that's best to kind of not overshoot. And right now it's showing that the meat is 51 degrees and the temperature of the grill right now is 85 and climbing. So that's it guys. I'm kind of thirsty. I'm gonna go inside. I'll meet you guys inside for a drink. Alright guys, drink review time. I'm having a special edition Lining Kugel's Juicy Peach. Refreshing and tart, natural peach flavor, 4.4% alcohol. I heard this is a nice beer in the summertime, and we're in the summertime, although it's not too hot. So that's what I'm having. This is my daughter, Ava Grace, and my son, Kyle. My daughter, Ava Grace, is having another Bolthouse Farms drink. This is Peach Parfait, 21 vitamins and minerals. So that's what she's having. And my son, Ava Grace.
What?
Just seeing if you're paying attention. My son, Kyle, is having spicy ginger craft soda made with 100% real sugar. So I know he likes ginger, but spicy. I don't know how spicy it's going to be.
My son, Ava Grace.
I knew you'd catch that.
I already did.
No, that's his cover-up.
So I didn't. Kyle forgot to put it in the refrigerator. But look, I got a new ice maker here. I've been making some cubes. So now we can put some ice in his cup, or his glass, I should say, right here at the bar. Whoops.
Conveniently right next to the beer fridge.
Conveniently right next to the beer fridge. And then let me open that up for you, Kyle. I don't know if it's switched off here.
Yeah, it might not be.
We're getting moved in here.
Yeah.
It's getting to feel more and more like home. This is the second video from our new house. We appreciate you guys stopping by.
All right.
Smells strong.
Yeah. We shake this up. Now, what was the other one you had, Ava Grace?
Strawberry.
Strawberry. And you've been waiting for this peach, huh?
Yeah.
I like peach too. Well, we're both having something
Yeah,
peach.
we're both having peach.
I just realized that. I like peach too. Alright. And then let me see mine. This is I bought a 4-pack. These are big cans. These are like 16-ounce cans. Let's see. Well, it's 4.4% alcohol, so it's not going to be super strong. But I'm just wondering how the peach flavor is going to play into this. Alright. Alright guys, you ready?
Yeah.
As always guys, I appreciate you stopping by, checking out my video. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers to our viewers. Thanks for stopping by guys, I appreciate it. Well, it's interesting. At first, it's a pretty strong peach. I almost thought I was drinking like a peach iced tea or something because it has that strong peach flavoring right up front. But then, as I took the rest of the sip, I realized it was beer. Actually, that is pretty refreshing. It does taste like beer, but it definitely has a little peach flavoring, and it doesn't. Sometimes when they do the peach, it has that like artificial peach. I think this tastes pretty good, like a natural peach. So I like this. And I definitely would prefer this over the one that's really popular right now with Lining Kugel's, the lemonade one. What's that one called, Monica? Summer Shandy? That's one that's very popular this time. I think it's the same alcohol content, but it's like basically a light beer mixed with lemonade. And that one to me has a little bit of an artificial lemon flavor, where this tastes more like peach. All right, Ava Grace, how is your peach parfait?
That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it was the strawberry too. It's called strawberry parfait.
Yeah. What do you think?
So yeah, it's just like the strawberry one. It's like you taste strong peach, like you said with yours.
Mm-hmm.
You realize it was beer.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just the same thing, the same feeling as strawberry, but it just has a stronger taste. I mean, that's how it was the strawberry too. It does nothing different, just the flavor.
Okay, would you have it again?
Yeah, it's good.
All right, which one's better, this or the strawberry?
I don't know, probably this.
Okay, you like me. I like peach. Okay, and Kyle, the spicy ginger soda. Is this like a super spicy ginger ale?
Well, just like Ava's and just like Mom's, this tastes a lot like peach.
What?
No, I'm kidding. But you didn't catch that one.
No, I did catch it, but the part about peach.
Really good. It's probably, I'd say, not because of the drink itself, but more because I because of the other ones, this is probably the strongest ginger ale I've had.
Wow.
Just because it's either this or Canada Dry.
Yeah.
Or like, I mean, there's been a couple I've done on drink review, and there's been a couple I've had off drink review, but this is, it almost has that aftertaste like of when you drink eggnog kinda, but it's like ginger. It's like you have that ginger taste in your mouth.
Yeah, okay.
But it's, the best way I can compare it is kind of like when you drink eggnog, and it's like the spices.
Okay, alright. Would you have that again over regular ginger ale?
Yeah, it's good.
Alright.
This would be definitely good when one of us is sick.
There you go. Alright guys, thanks again for stopping by. I'm going to sit down, relax, have this drink. Yes, I see, empty glass. And we'll go check on that braided pork loin in another like 45 minutes, so around the hour mark, and see what's going on, alright? Meantime, I'm going to enjoy this. Cheers again. Here, pick it up. Cheers.
Cheers to the empty cup.
Alright guys, here, one more.
He showed an empty bottle.
No, it's not empty.
Oh, they said it's empty.
Alright guys, we'll see you in a little bit. Guys, we're just past an hour. It's holding at 255, which is 5 degrees off, not a big deal. 120 is what it says the pork is at. So let's take a look here. See how it's coming. Woo! You can definitely tell it took some color. Oh, there's some moisture in there. I like that. Let's see. This is showing... Yeah, it's showing a little bit under, more like 220 versus 250. So, in either case, it's looking good. Alright guys, I'm just going to keep letting it go. Let's go inside and make this quick glaze I'll apply on the end. There we go. Alright guys, real simple glaze. I'm using low sodium soy sauce. Make sure to use low sodium because whatever rub you choose is probably loaded with salt. And then I got some Wisconsin honey here. And you know what? I'm just going to pour a little bit of both, mix it well, and we're just going to glaze the top of this once it's got a little bit left of cooking time. Not very complicated at all. The soy sauce obviously is going to go with the seasoning. It's going to add that little bit of a salty kick to it. But now we're going to put some raw and unfiltered honey to add a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of thickness to this. Now if you're using your favorite barbecue rub instead of this Japanese barbecue rub, use your favorite barbecue sauce. Okay, so there we go guys. This is a little bit of a thick soy sauce and honey glaze. So I'm just going to leave this here. Once we get to around 130, 135 degrees, I'm going to go out there and start brushing on this glaze. It's as simple as that. Alright guys, see you in a little bit. Alright, so the temperature probe in the pork just hit 131. So it's been just over an hour and a half. And one thing I'm realizing is this is cooking a little bit quicker than I thought. I originally thought maybe 2.5, 3 hours normally with a pork loin this big. But then again, cutting it like we did and braiding it is going to cook it faster because the surface area is smaller and it's not as thick. So let's take a look here and just take some temperature readings and see where we're at. Yeah, it's still showing just over 200. So let's just take a look here and see. It's saying 131, so let's see how close we are. Obviously some parts might be cooked more than the other depending on the size here. This is already saying 144, which is right kind of where I want to pull it. But then again, I got to make sure other parts, 136, 135. We want to pull it at around 140, 145. See here? See, this is kind of hard to judge, but we certainly can glaze it now. It's certainly not overcooked, but you want to get it at around a 145. So obviously this isn't going to take much longer. So what I'm going to do, first I'm going to pause or hold so the fan stops blowing. And now we're going to take this honey and soy sauce mixture and we're just going to glaze this on top. Try to caramelize it a little bit. was thinking I could have put some mustard in this as well, like some Dijon mustard, stone ground, something like that. That might have that might make it taste good too. Liquid's kind of hanging out right in those little crevices there, so kind of use your brush to spread that juiciness around. All right, there we go. We'll let it go till it reaches 145. Close her up. Take it off hold. Alright guys, we'll be back. Alright, it's been around 15 minutes. It's showing the pork at 136. The acorns at 246. Let's check this out. Let's do one more coating. It's probably only going to need literally another 5 minutes, maybe 10. I don't want to overcook it. Some of these pieces are probably, the thinner pieces at the ends are probably already done, but I gotta make sure the thicker pieces here are at temperature. You don't want to, you want to make sure 145 degrees. Let's take a quick look just to see again. See, this part's not at 104. You could pull it 141, 142, cover it with foil. It'll come up the last part. But, I mean, 138, 139, see? And then you're going to get over here, and we're probably going to get closer to 140. Yep, see? 139.8 up. Well, not quite 140. Maybe over here, 140. Yep. So the end parts here are pretty much close to being pulled. Oh, this part's already done. See, that's the problem with this. But cutting it, I think, makes it a little bit more consistent. There's going to be some parts that are going to be a little bit maybe well done, let's say. But I think the majority of the part in here, when we're going to slice it, when it's at 145, it's going to be nice and juicy. Which is, you know, how you want to have pork. No one hates it. 138.2. So this isn't going to take long. Like I said. That's looking good. Alright. I forgot to pause the fan as usual. Alright, it's reading 143. Let's check it out. Whoo. Alright. Yeah, I cranked it up. It's right at 275. So let's see here. 146. Yep, this is done. 147. This is what I needed to bring it to. Oh, that's a little one. 150. It'll be fine. Alright guys, I'm going to remove this. 145. 147. Perfect. Done all the way around. We get this off the smoker. I'll meet you guys inside. Okay, it's been covered with foil for around 10 minutes. Look at this, guys. Alright, here we are, guys. Man, it looks and smells wonderful. Alright, guys, this is really tasty. I do recommend that seasoning. You can definitely taste the soy. You know, next time maybe I'll make a rub with some ginger in it too, just to kick it up a notch. But yeah, it's got a nice little smoke ring. I don't know if you guys can just see this, but it's really juicy. I don't know if you can see that on camera. It's certainly not overcooked. Oh, there's a little pink smoke ring on there. I don't know if you can see. That piece shows you a little. And you know what? I'll take another piece. Wow. And this is so inexpensive, guys. I paid 20 bucks for this 9-pound piece of meat. I mean, especially today with inflation and everything else, man. I don't know why it's so inexpensive, because it is killer. Alright, I'm going to slice some more. We'll get the family out here. Be back in a minute. Welcome back. I'm here with my whole family, my wife Monica, my son Kyle, my daughter Ava Grace.
Hi.
Alright, we cut some up small for Ava Grace, but
Yep.
Kyle, just grab a piece.
Ready?
Mom, you do too.
And you do yours.
So, Kyle,
Go ahead, Ava.
tell me what this tastes like.
Grab one, Mom.
Cool.
Okay, both of us. I want Kyle to guess what the flavor is.
Cheers. Wow. It's moist. It's not dry.
No, and there's that.
I taste soy.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
What is this braided what? Is this the braided one?
soy. Braided pork loin. Yeah.
Ooh.
Is this
Here,
the
Kyle.
braided one that I'm
Oh,
having?
wow.
Japanese barbecue, soy, ginger, and garlic.
Oh, that is good.
That's what it is.
Kinders?
Yeah, Kinders.
I can see one's braided and one isn't. Am I having the braided?
Yeah. No,
yeah,
it's all
yeah, well,
braided.
it's braided here. I
Oh.
just sliced it. So
Oh
yeah, it's all
my
braided.
gosh, this is good.
What do you think, Kyle?
Wow.
There's supposed to be a flavor?
It's like soy in there.
Oh,
There's soy, ginger, and garlic.
Japanese barbecue.
Yeah, Japanese barbecue.
Do you taste it?
I wasn't quite sure how it would come out, but boy, I have to say, it's good.
Do you taste it, Ava?
Yeah.
Can you taste it, the flavors?
It's got
No.
flavors, for sure.
And look, there is a
I didn't know if
little,
her pieces did,
there's a
but
little
they do.
pink smoke ring, huh?
It all does. Yeah, I see a little smoke ring. That's good. Really good.
Now, I think the secret is get it off
I'm definitely
145,
eating this.
cover it, let it sit. Don't dry it out. This is nice and juicy. All right, so what does everyone think?
Oh my gosh, so good.
I'm
great.
hungry.
Ooh. Yeah.
It's a great way to take an inexpensive piece of meat. Yeah, man, make it delicious.
I taste ginger
Yeah.
and garlic.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend this seasoning, guys, if you haven't tried
And
it.
I do taste soy.
Yeah? No?
Yeah.
Well, I put a little soy sauce and honey on top to kind of
Yeah, it's
give it a
good.
little glaze, although it didn't
That
glaze.
is perfect. It's not too salty, not too sweet.
No, I was
And
worried
it's
it might be
moist.
too salty, but it actually isn't, so it turned out good.
And not dry.
Well, that's the important
That's a
thing
hard
with
thing.
pork. You have to
Even
take it
dogs
off at
here.
145, not 165. It'll be dry as you know what.
Even the dog's here.
Yeah, well, she's here for any of it.
Cheers with an empty bowl.
Ah,
Empty plate.
There you
Cheers.
go.
gotta cut more for you.
Yeah, we'll give it
Empty
okay.
pum. Very good though. Oh my gosh. I can taste a little smoke.
Yeah, a little. I
It's
can
got
taste a
it's
lot.
got the well, not too much is my point. It's
Yeah.
just perfect. Like what most people would say it's perfect.
Okay.
Right,
I
you
need
can
And then
definitely-
you've got
you can
that
definitely
Asian
tell.
flair on it, but not too much. It's
We-
just it could go with many things.
At this point, we got some sort of smoke.
As always, guys, I appreciate you stopping by. The logo on my shirt is the logo on the bottom of the screen. If you click on that, it allows you to subscribe to my channel. Please do that. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll leave a link above and below to my website, ericsmokingbbq.com. Please go check out all my recipes, photos, the whole bit. What do you think, Avery? Oh, we gotta cut her some more. Can she nibble a
Go
little
for it.
piece like that?
No.
Nibble.
Here, try
Nibble.
Here, try a little
You
piece.
can do she's
No,
doing it.
I
Okay.
can nibble it.
Okay,
doing it.
go ahead.
Nibble.
All right.
It's like a jerky stick.
Mm-hmm.
Good?
Well, honestly, you were saying.
As always, guys, I appreciate you stopping by. We'll see you next time.
Oh, bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Man, this is good.